Are we live now?
We are. Hey.
Hey.
We have
everybody.
We're sharing a little love today. We've changed seats. Tanya made me because she's working over here.
She's making stuff for me.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to do this. I can do most things pretty well. I cannot do that at all.
You'll hear me.
I'm not even allowed. Not allowed to touch it.
So we wanted to just come on pretty quickly. Cheri has a card to show you, and she wants to give you some information. We have an event coming up, and unfortunately,
we've had a little confusion.
Yeah, and
including us.
It doesn't take a lot.
So when we did a lot of the planning, was right before the holidays, and we got a little confused with ourselves. We know in our heads.
We're pretty sure that you guys are probably confused too.
We knew what we meant to say.
Not because you can't figure it out, but because we didn't really explain it, and we couldn't figure it out. So.
And part of our problem is we're having a hard time finding a source of. The last time we had you guys sign up for an event, what happened was we ended up with people signing up in groups, and we had no emails to contact them. So we tried to do it different where we could get some email information, and unfortunately it's made it not that friendly. So it's one of those learning curves that we are constantly working on. We don't necessarily like a learning curve, but we like to, once we get it nailed down, we're super happy. But right now, it's just confusing for all of us. So Cheri is going to go in and explain to us in detail what she's talking about.
So first, the event itself is on
January 31st.
Yes, it's a long time.
Yeah.
It's 24 hours long. We won't be live for 24 hours, but because some of you will be watching from Australia and stuff, there will be material. Cross your fingers that Facebook doesn't fail us, but it will also be on YouTube. But there will be material up for 24 hours from 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Clarify that. First clarification.
Right.
Because we've had girls contact us from Australia, and so that's already confusion number one. So it's 7:30 Eastern Standard Time in the U.S. To 7:30 Eastern Standard Time on Saturday night. So 24 hours of stuff.
And it will be, like, if we're not live on the particular sections, it will be scheduled to go. We'll have recordings and videos, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and we have got a lot of content.
You want to know some of the stuff that we have?
Gosh.
We can tell you some of the stuff that we're going to do. So if you have the packet of materials, there will be, this was some of the confusion because math, not our strong point. So when we did some of our planning, it was also the day that we kind of exchanged Christmas gifts, and we were at a restaurant. And it was freezing cold, and I had a migraine, and somehow we had 12 projects, but they didn't add up to 12. You would think that we could count to 12. And it was only yesterday that we realized that 3 times 3 doesn't equal 12.
There's really not any,
But if you got the packet, you do get 12 projects. We kind of pieced it back together. It was a long time before Christmas till now, but that's been fixed. So if you get the packet, there are 12 projects, and we remembered what our intent was.
And when we started all of this, we've done live events the last 2 years in January, and weather has been an issue both times. So we thought, well, if we did a live event this year instead of trying to do an on-site event, we wouldn't have to worry about the weather. And it's currently 50 degrees and sunny.
Yeah. This will be the first January stamp camp that I have probably had in 15 years.
Yeah, there hasn't been a chance.
The weather isn't making it iffy, and I'm going to let you know on Friday if it's happening or not.
Right.
So, it's an issue here. So that's why we decided to kind of do it this way. And we know other demonstrators do online events, so that's why. And plus, we have a lot of you that watch us from different places. So we thought this would be a way that you could all join us.
We met some new friends in Lansing, and this way they could participate and not feel like they needed to be on site.
Yep, and we have friends, like I said, in Australia and in Great Britain, all over. So this way everybody can watch. So there are 3 packets that you can get. The one is just the stuff. So you can go, first you would go to my website. So I have my honking huge thing here. So you go to stampinonline.com. So if you go there, you go to this little menu tab, which on a desktop, it's going to be bigger, but if you're on your phone, you go over to where it says demonstrators, just because that's where it is. But you do not have to be a demonstrator to participate. Everybody will be able to see all of the stuff. So it's all going to be up. So you're going to hit the little demonstrator tab, and then the creating and sharing, because that's our page on my site. So then on here, you'll scroll down, and you do have to pay. Yeah, it
Is it
goes
going?
away.
Okay. Oh.
You have to pay with PayPal, but that doesn't mean you have to have a PayPal. That's another confusion number 2. PayPal will take, it's very secure. Like PayPal is one of the safest ways to pay. So if you have a credit card, when you go to pay with PayPal, it will just ask you for your credit card number. So there's 3 different kits. If you are a demonstrator, you don't want either of the kits where you're going to have to get the stamps or the dies, because you'll want to buy those from yourself. So you just want the ones that has the materials for the making takes itself, which is like the paper and the ribbons and the cute little pineapple embellishments, that kind of stuff.
And the die cuts.
Yeah, and the die cuts, because that way you don't have to have the dies.
And if one of the projects calls for an embossing folder, will we emboss that for them?
On one of my projects you won't, because it's later on, but any folder that you have will work.
Okay.
But if the folder is a new one and it's just embossed, then we'll emboss it for you. But if it's just a die cut, then we'll die cut it for you.
And if you get the kit and that day you're not able to join us, you'll be able to go back and look at this stuff. And the other thing is, if one of the sets really doesn't appeal to you, you can always use an alternative set, which we're actually going to show you. We're going to make some of the projects with alternative sets. So if you in your head, you're like, there's no way I would ever get that stamp set, I'm not doing that, you have alternatives. But we'll give you lots of fun ideas to do it with.
So there's 3. So you can pick just the supply kit. You can pick the supplies and the stamps if you don't have a die cutting machine, or you can pick the whole shebang if you're not a demonstrator. And on that one, you get extra stuff as well. So you get the stamps, the dies, the kit, and then some free stuff. That's the best value if you're not a demonstrator, because you get a bunch of free stuff, and we're going to give you more free stuff on top of that. So you just pick one of those. You don't have to have an actual PayPal. It will just take your credit card number, but it's super safe, and it will go to us, and it gives us your address and all of that, so we know who to send it to.
And so we have your email address to send things to, because we wanted to send you some stuff, and last time that was again.
So the 3 sets there, or the 3 bundles that we're working with, are the Timeless Tropical, the Dress to Impress,
Birthday
and
Bonanza.
the Bonanza Buddies. Is that what it's called?
I thought it was Birthday Bonanza.
I don't know. Sometimes the sweets and the stamps, like the bundles, have different names. There's too many names. Too many years, too many
Okay,
stamp
it's Tropical
sets.
Oasis Suite.
Oh yeah, Tropical Oasis Suite. And there you go.
Birthday Bonanza Suite.
And the Dress to Impress is in the back.
And Dress to Impress.
So those are the 3 stamps that you would need to have. And then if you get the kits, the stamp kit, we will tell you like what other things. Like I'm doing the tropical one. So I will tell you like what
Tropical Oasis.
what colors you need, and like for one of them it will be helpful if you have the stamp apparatus. You can do it without, but it would be helpful with. So I'll tell you like you need a blender pen, and you need these 5 or 6 colors of ink. You do need a black. I'm trying to think.
Memento, yeah.
You'll need a blender pen. So you'll get in an email or on Facebook or something, you'll get a little list of what you need, and then you'll know what you'll need to gather up. So you'll have those ready to be able to stamp with us.
Yeah, because we're going to have 3 different stamp times. And when you order the kits, we are going to have an agenda of times that from this time to this time, we're going to do things, and this time to this time. And then that way you know when to join us. If you don't want to listen to any of our other things, you're welcome to just join
For 24 hours? How can they not want to be with us for 24 hours? I mean, that's like my husband's dream.
But we are going to take you, we're going to do some tours of our stamp space, show you how we store our things, because you've asked those kind of questions before, kind of show you how we do things, because we couldn't be more different in our businesses, which is fantastic, because if we all did it the same, you'd only need to listen to one of us.
Right. Well, and it also, as we're going through and stamping, I'm sure there will be a lot of impromptu, because we really do that best, impromptu tips, tricks, things that we've found as we're working with the different products, and, how you can incorporate it into, gift giving, little What am I trying? Shower favors, different things like that.
We've got an hour of chocolate.
Yep.
Mhm.
We're going to eat chocolate. We're going to drink chocolate, and we're going to show you how we package
to give it
our
away.
chocolate.
We may even cook with chocolate.
We might.
'Cause, you know,
We like to eat.
in 24 hours, you're going to have see what we eat. So some of this stuff we're going to do like some fast cards, some cards that take longer. We're going to show you some of the kits. Most everything's going to be out of these 2 catalogs, but there will be some annual catalog stuff thrown in as well.
Our fast cards, we're going to be using Lisa Fast's witticisms. So when we say fast cards, that's referring to our friend Lisa Fast
Yes.
too. But they'll also be quick cards.
Yep, they're fun.
So they're, you know, if you've been out like to Pier 1 or Home Goods, you know, bees are in, and bees are in here and bees are in here. So there's going to be some bees and maybe some honey.
And maybe some new crafts entirely.
Yes.
I mean, we like to go outside the box. So
yep, and you'll be able to find us on this page and on our private page and on each of our pages, and then we'll try to get some of it over on YouTube too. So it'll be everywhere. So you can either watch it live, and we'll have like the make and take times posted. So if you're going to make the make and takes, you know to come then. And then the rest of the time, you can just show up and see what's happening.
And next Monday is the deadline, so you will need to have signed up by next Monday. If you have any questions, you're welcome to ask us on the either in this link or on the link where you sign up. And one of us will get back with you.
There's going to be prizes and contests.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, we have a contest for you and prizes that you'll get, and we're excited about it. Again, this is out of the box for us. We wanted to try it.
and we always set our goals and we say, we're going to do this. And then we figure it out. That's why it was a little bit confusing because, you know, that figuring out, it took us a couple of meetings.
And part of it is for a while, Facebook really liked to get our stuff out there. And because we haven't really
had
slacked, but
holiday.
we had
holiday.
on stage, and so we were messing with that. And so you take a little bit of time off, and Facebook's like, yeah, we don't like you anymore. So we're hoping that this kind of gets us back out there. I must be getting a text, or is that you? So then it's my iPad.
Okay.
If you could share this and then share on that day, so we can get our traffic back up. That's another one of our goals is to get.
Do we have any questions or anything? Because it seems like
Oh, Suze is on there. I know.
Hi,
It's going
guys.
to be fun. We're hoping it's going to be fun. We hope that you learn a lot. We hope that our downline learned a lot. We hope our customers, like, you don't have to be a demonstrator, or if you're not a demonstrator and you want to be one of our demonstrators, you're
We'd love
welcome
to
to
have
join
you.
us then, or
We did
Before
find out
then?
last week we had a bunch of volume control issues, and then one of the groups that we're a part of, the demonstrator group, they had volume control issues, and
so. We think maybe it
was a
wasn't.
Facebook thing.
Yeah, it was more Facebook than it was us. But don't tell them. Shh.
Yeah.
We don't want to insult Facebook.
nope. So if you have any questions, just ask below, but we just wanted to hop on. We'll be back on Monday to remind you, and we may even have a little bit of stamping. I did want to show you this. I posted this today, and it's on
This is gorgeous.
we did it at I never know which direction to go.
Go naturally.
Towards the camera.
You know, I watch some ESPN shows, and they have this problem all the time. So
And that thing goes away now. It
I know.
didn't used to go away.
I think it's because it's on auto. I'll
No.
turn that off, but I gotta.
But it's on my YouTube. It's also, I think, on this page right now, the link to it. But this is kind of like what we'll show you. I have some tips and tricks, because if you see this, like, it looks like it might be a hard die. It's not a hard die. So on my video, I show you exactly how to roll it through your die cutting machine, and it rolls right in. I didn't even have to use my little thingy to roll it out. So that's kind of how we'll show you to do the projects that day, like kind of step by step, or if you have questions, ask. But there's a bunch of tips and tricks on that. So I said that if anybody had questions, I said that you could ask, but nobody's asking.
And Cheri and I both have camp this week, so we have 3 more events this week before Monday. So we have a little stamping to do.
Susan has a wedding coming up.
I do. I have a wedding. There's lots going on at my house. Like it or not, ready or not, here it comes.
And everybody needs to, we're drinking lots of vitamin C and
Yeah, no
Dr.
kidding.
Pepper.
I'm drinking Dr. Pepper, Diet Dr. Pepper, and I'm taking vitamin C tablets.
Yes.
So.
But thanks for joining us. We're glad you were able to join us. We just wanted to come on and give you a little information about what's going on, and we look forward to talking to you next Monday. Again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, and we'll be stamping with you again soon.
Yep. We love you
Have
guys.
a good week.
Bye.
Bye.
I think the medicine worked.